They said that the attempt at compiling a new voters register was basically an attempt to steal the election. They went on street campaigns. And when the voters register was compiled, they went on other tangents of complaints. They said that the EC was in cahoots with the NPP to steal the election. And they've been at it all through till today. Today, you heard the presidential candidate of the NPP complain in Ballot that his bodyguard's name had been struck off the voters' roll. It turns out that that is not true. His bodyguard has voted in the election. And so the NDC's presidential candidate and all of the operators in the NDC know that they have lost this election. And therefore, the only way that they can save face is to begin to put information in the public place that seeks to poison the atmosphere and suggest that this election is going to be stolen. In any event, you have said that you are winning the election. If you are winning an election, how are you seeking to discredit an election that you are winning? Ladies and gentlemen of the media, to come specifically to the point that they've been making this afternoon, they've shown some fake ballots that they claim, and mind my language, and mind their language as well. They say that these ballots are ballots that were stuffed in ballot boxes. Now, the voting is still ongoing. Ballot boxes have not been opened for counting. How did the NDC manage to dip their hands in ballot boxes to remove ballot boxes that were not supposed to be in those boxes? It is very clear that two things are involved. Either they themselves have involved themselves in ballot stuffing and therefore are seeking to throw dust into the eyes of the Ghanaian public by lying between their teeth that they have discovered some ballots that are foreign to the ballots that we are supposed to be using for this election. They have found nothing. You saw the videos that, or what they claim to be videos, of those so-called ballots that had been stuffed in the boxes. First of all, there is no authenticity. They claim that they were going to show you EC marks. They didn't show any EC marks. The things were blurred. Nobody saw. The ink that was on it was very different, or many of us have gone and voted.
The Election Eye. The Election Eye. We have you covered. This is
and Elvis Esfrie Ankara speaks in Ewe and tells the Volta region people, come out and rescue us and vote Nanado out. And he says that in Ewe, addressing Volta region people, basically campaigning on an election day.
The Election Eye. The Election
because they know that they have lost the election. And then he says people should come out and go and vote number 2 and etc. etc. You've been campaigning for God knows how long and it has not worked. Your campaign has flopped. Nobody's listening to you. 1 hour to the close of polls is when you call a press conference and take advantage that way to incite people and tell people in the Volta region to come out and rescue you. How are they supposed to rescue you? Are you a Volta region party? I thought that you were a Ghanaian nationalistic party. Now you are calling on only Voltarians and speaking ever to them that they should come out and rescue you. You are drowned. Nobody is going to be able to rescue you where we have reached. This election, the international observers are all over the place. People are flagging infractions. The media is all over the country and covering and exposing infractions, like those infractions that happened in Eutu Senya West and Boku Central, where Electoral Commission officials were tearing off Akufo-Addo's portion of the ballot paper and leaving John Mahama as number 1 on that ballot paper. That has been exposed. And the Electoral Commission has issued statements saying that those officers involved have been taken off their positions, and indeed they have been arrested and are being investigated. So, ladies and gentlemen of the media, we all have agents at the polling stations. The media is all over the place. International observers are all over the place. And to use the often bandied term, citizen vigilantes are also all over the place. Everybody is vigilant and watching. If there are infractions, these days everybody is basically a journalist. Everybody has a mobile phone that has a camera, and they are reporting infractions. Have you heard any infractions anywhere about ballot box stuffing? I am telling you that there is no ballot box stuffing. No ballot box stuffing has gone on anywhere. The NDC is either delusional or they are seeking to save face of the imminent defeat that faces them. Now, they are saying that there is one Ordineo of the NPP who is in charge of ballot boxes starting. Please report him. Take him to the police station. Go and report to the police. If there are infractions, if there are people who are undermining the electoral system, it is against the laws of Ghana. I will be amazed at the NDC that they are letting criminals off the hook. They should go and report them. If they find anybody who is flagrantly violating the laws, electoral laws of our country, they should report such people. They should report them. We're encouraging them. Please report any such persons who are violating our electoral laws. You don't call a press conference at the last minute hoping that you can use 1 hour to rescue your sinking campaign and being tribalistic about it, speaking to every people and saying that every people should rescue your party. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. You've been tribalistic, divisional all this while, and you are perpetuating such division even to polling day. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, we called you here to let you understand that this party called the NPP party, every single process that is in place today in our electoral system that is supposed to guarantee clean, free and fair election was instituted or was advocated by the NPP. Every one of them. When we said we wanted transparent ballot boxes, they kicked against it. When we said that we wanted results to be counted at the polling stations and declared, they rejected it. When we said we wanted photo identity card, they rejected it. Everything that has happened today and guarantees Ghana free, fair, and transparent elections are processes that were advocated and fought for by the NPP. So we that throughout this Fourth Republic, we've been fighting and advocating for processes that would ensure transparent elections. We are the ones that are supposed to undermine this election. You are the ones who have been fighting against clean processes. So if there are any people who we should be pointing at seeking to undermine the 2020 election, it is the NDC.
The Election Eye. The Election Eye. We have you covered.
Been saying it from the beginning of this year that they are not going to accept the results. Their presidential candidate has said he's not going to. He has met diplomats and said that the processes are flawed and etc. etc. So they've been saying it, and it is because they know they have lost. But the Ghanaian people are wise. The Ghanaian people are discerning. They know what the NDC is up to. In the recent polls, in the recent surveys by CDD and other bodies, you heard the Ghanaian people say that they have confidence in the Electoral Commission. In fact, this
The Election Eye. The Election Eye. We have you covered.
So the NDC should please stay calm. They should stay sane. They should keep their sanity. Losing an election does not bring the world to an end. They should just stay calm. Let's all wait till 5 p.m. and let the vote be counted. In any event, any Ghanaian who hasn't gone out to vote yet, let everybody go out and vote. They said that we should go out and vote number 2. On the basis of that, I'm telling you, go out and vote number 1. We are not calling on any region to rescue us. We are not in need of rescuing. In any event, the people who say they are running a rescue mission, how come they are asking to be rescued? Isn't it ironical? So we are not asking anybody to rescue us. We are asking Ghanaians to go out, exercise your civil responsibility. We have about 45 minutes to the end of the polls. Go out and vote. Every Ghanaian, get out now and vote. And vote number 1 on the ballot. That is what is of benefit to the people of this country. Thank you very much for coming, and God bless our nation.
Yawo Kasabia Eka 2 wrongs.
ANS Trading Agency Limited. Yajma ya pa door-to-door courier service. I different London or hima chrome and I say Europe babia or besa o shepo near my bagana no. Yajma ya san ye bio. I saw better left-hand drive vehicles. A car to create a truck timber. I person different Europe e bagana. And I say o person by 20-foot container and 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to temper. It doesn't matter. Baby I wish you put container and free. So the free China. And I say Europe for now America baby I person best to piano. You bet my amount. Duty there, we are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So person unya and now what you will be visit www.anstar24.com. We are the best.
Boring times, not anymore. A power-packed African exclusive entertainment served at your doorstep only on Top Hub. Just log on to your browser and type tophubonline.com. Sign up and enjoy, or get the app from the App Store or the Google Play Store and be ready for an African experience like never before. Top Hub, the new definition of home entertainment.
TV way, a smart 8K, Netflix, YouTube, and I feel how you going and you send the boss.
Interview. Yensanko NPP headquarters Imra.
Doing. We've had 2 incidents, 2 infractions, heavy infractions today. One had to do with our presidential candidate. Ballot paper na EC officials be at in so meaning that Robert paper na Muhammad number 1. If that had happened, NDC candidate in Yatin Yefiwa, Kabatin Samuan Becca. But we're trying to hold ourselves together because we have a country, we have a nation to hold and protect. The fact that we are not responding to every allegation of DS doesn't mean we are happy with what is happening. As I speak to you, in some polling centers in the Volta region, in excess of over 100, there are no security personnel there. We have to personally, we've made calls, we've tried as much as possible to ensure we've linked up with the police hierarchy and all that. So we had to basically ask our party executives and organizers to keep the vigilance there. Over 160 plus polling stations there. And now you have instances where apart from say be abeje paper ni ati na do dan kwekufu ado TFO any be mujina centers in bia utuma mahama niema because all these are serious infractions. But then as much as possible, by and large, we believe that the process has been fair, it's been orderly, it's been peaceful. You won't have the perfect system. But that doesn't mean issues are won't raise. But for the NDC to now come and say, oh, MPP for staffing ballot boxes, where are the boxes?
I don't say no more buying any pictures or the chair, any videos.
I'm 5 videos of 2016. This is a political party that can talk of a party donation in 2016 to be a bribe in 2020. Opposition must be credible, and that is what the NDC lacks at this point in time. Or we want to use your medium to also propagate at this point in time. People should get out and vote. The only way we can have one strong Ghana again, the only way we can still have this our flagship programs of this free SHS and the 1D1 FNO is when people recognize that it had to take your vote to bring about these reforms, these changes, these policies, this intervention. Inti mokas ye be and this voter tricks nechi and then your more yene I say ye said ye kohun soon and near be jina soon at nebs and one and soon. That's the game plan of the NDC to Kono and the people at the NDC's head office. Inti all we want to say is people should get out and vote. I can't make a car. We believe that generally for me and for me as national organizer, attendance has been very impressive. It's been very impressive. We're hoping that in the last minute, let your vote be part of history. Don't sit at home and wait for results. Don't say, NPP before we knew we come to my background. Do that. Make sure take a picture of it for history purposes. Take a picture of that finger where we let it remind you say Sama Bayam Kotuman and Ekuford one session so the end to send me my any action so they say Kai will say that was a social contract you sign again with the MPP for another term of office or another tenure. Near my MPP as at the Bebano, and maybe it serves as a constant reminder. Let's not fall for the Kukwanase tricks of we be share red berets, as she said, all funny attire and all that. We're trying to paint a caricature of the situation we are confronted with. If you think you are winning, don't sit at the Adabraka head office of your party and think that all Ghanaians are reasoning the same. I don't think so. Me as national organizer, I've told you, I've visited in excess of 186 constituencies. And you could see that the people of Ghana, who rub a piano, say, form of nana, and Kolani tuning nana, yes, I'm going on with you, and come on, my wolf. I am happy that the media is vigilant. I listened to and watched the press conference of Kodeo, where most of your networks. Generally, I think they gave a very fair assessment of what had happened. For every process, you have infractions. But in this instance, the infractions in let's be very clear. Two major infractions in Nana Kwetiae. One, you a candidate. In phone if you Boku Central, in the pictures if you Ewutu Senior. And then again, you're also talking about Bijina, pulling Budbi baby, now or the Shia Sika. If you go to our stronghold in Kwadas where we won about 90% of the vote in 2016, Ballot Pepesa and Sampieche in our strongholds. Indeed, as much as possible, we put our issues before the Electoral Commission, and for it to properly address, we believe, we trust in the wisdom. Said they will also appreciate the dynamics we are in. But people should not paint the picture. Say they have been victims. We've been victims of these infractions for today, and for the record, we have not reacted violently. Not in our words have we also rained down insults on the commission, but it's important that we've also let them know that these and these are the things happening. Forget about the red beret and forget about the fufu-based analysis people are sitting at the Adabraka headquarters and making. Thank you.
And this area one NPP and so area one but we have yet another one beer ever. And then Major Mama was studio now quickly Russia for what. The election I Yenino Eddie and Semni in Echi, the Ekosina, the Ekosona, the Abrabanti was.
Visit Cup Farm today.
Brain X syrup. A mamofra ajini mapo mudain. SCP, Esita.
Or Mama Royal Chocolate.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be.
KTA Mobile.
It's the future.
Slam Technologies.
The open computer school wow teachers no wa botre no betimi achrewa eno an Islam Technologies.
Fly Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa, a Star Alliance
Nest Trading Agency.
We are the best.
Tap send.
Tap send. Charlie, me say menyeja ho. Me say tapo na send.
Rice pudding.
Abenda the bibia wom.
GhanaMats.com.
Ghana Mats, oh, wait. So I'm returning to